Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm Gary, and this is not David. I've been wearing the same shirt now for 5 days in a row. Woo! Good thing I got the door open in here, right? Anyways, I am on vacation and I'm recording some introductions to some classic Twin Tarot videos that Dave and I released in 2024 and 2025. Today's little number is Will the Leopards Eat Their Faces? It's a video we recorded on Saturday, February the 8th, and we released it on Wednesday, February the 12th. And in this, we are looking at the MAGA voters specifically. You know, they voted in a brave new world with Donald Trump and Project 2025, you know, rooting for all the low vibrational energy that Trump was throwing at them. And basically finding out that what they thought they were voting for and what they actually got are probably not the same thing. You're seeing some certain themes coming out on these best of videos. Dave and I do readings on this, and one of the key things that Dave kind of lands on is that the reason why we are on this path is because, frankly, a lot of the MAGA voters simply would not learn the lesson unless Trump and Project 2025 were allowed to manifest and see the light of day. It's unfortunate that the rest of us are dragged along on this group project, but here we are, right? So that's what this video is coming up. It was a little bit of fun that we had with it. I'd like to give a couple of shout outs to the folks out there that have been supporting our channel. I'd like to give a shout out to Sue Fleming in Great Britain, England, I'm pretty sure. Sue's always has her coffee mugs ready to go and giving us a cheerful good morning. And generally, by the time I read the comment, it's probably her afternoon or evening. So, Sue, you get the Queen of Wands. You can use that wand to stir that coffee. And then I'd also like to give a shout out to Moods of Florence. Hi. I'm assuming your name is Florence. Okay. Because I know you used to have your ID was Boo Win, and I think Boo was your cat. Anyways, Moods of Florence, she always posts our videos out there on Blue Sky, so we truly appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day, and you get the Knight of Pentacles because you're so patient with us and delivering our videos out there to people who may not be catching it on YouTube. And then I'd just like to give a secret card to all of the rest of you that are sitting there putting up with us on a daily basis. Dave and I truly appreciate you. Not David appreciates you too. He just doesn't typically say it. And we've got the Judgment card. Major Arcana, stand up for what you believe in. Anyways, I hope you're all having a great day. I'll be back on Tuesday. And hopefully we'll have some fresh readings out for you by Wednesday. Have a great day, folks. Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David.
And I'm Gary.
And today we're going to talk about effing around and finding out, otherwise known as...
I didn't think the leopard was going to eat my face.
Yeah, the F around, find out crowd also has the other analogy of leopards eating people's faces. Yes. Sort of the, you voted something nasty to hurt other people, and you never expected it to come back and hurt you. And the consequences of that. So Gary wanted to do a reading on the outcome of it. I'll let you take it from here.
Basically, are they effed around? Are they finding out? Yep, that's a great card.
This is not what I voted for.
Yep. And then, how long is this going to take before we can get the momentum changing and moving in a positive direction? Get these people out of that low level energy and back into the higher level energies.
Oh, God. And we record this on Saturday, February 8th. It's about 1:15 Pacific time, as evidenced by the clock.
Yes. The Kit Kat clock. Yay!
So It could be 1:15 a.m., I suppose, but it's awfully bright and sunny on my window out here.
Oh, wow. Yes, I see the light.
Yes.
Maybe some other people will finally see the light.
Right. So I wanted to, do you want to look at the current energy of the F around and find out crowd?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do the future?
Yeah, I'll give you the future.
What's
okay,
that?
So let's come on down. Phew. Okay, let's look at the current energy.
Yay!
F around and find out.
Are they finding out? They're starting to find out.
Yeah, there are certain YouTubers that have information out there where they're interviewing the MAGA folks, and they're starting to realize what a tariff is, or oh well, when we did this, I didn't mean for it to impact me or to do this. It's like, no, sorry guys, and people are starting to try and backpedal away from this. But that's not what I voted for. I didn't think Trump was going to actually do that. I mean, he told you who he was. He told you what he was going to do. You can't just backpedal away and say, I didn't know. Because there's a bunch of us that voted for Kamala Harris who did know. And we were trying to tell you for months that this was going to happen.
Yeah, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them.
Yeah. Right. I mean, Trump has a problem with the truth, but at the same time, he will tell you who he is. It doesn't, you don't have to read the tea leaves. It's all out there for you. Okay, so current energy on the,
I only laugh because I was telling Gary in the other reading that's my Project 2025 card.
Yep.
And they're trying to get as much Project 2025 as they can, but I will let you carry on.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be Project 2025.
So the whole F around and find out crowd is, well, and that was one of the key issues that they were saying was, I didn't think he would actually do Project 2025. Yeah, hello. Trump's been busy executing all of those crazy campaign promises he was saying out there to get reelected. And you folks voted for him. He's doing exactly what he told you he was going to do.
Yep.
This shouldn't be surprising to you. The cross, the challenge is the Eight of Wands. It's all coming across the airwaves. Now, part of the challenge is that corporate media isn't telling you the entire story, in the election or even what's happening now. My understanding is it's a bunch of protests out there that corporate media just refuses to televise because, they're trying to suppress the information. Same with Project 2025. There's a lot of stuff happening in the background, but it's not getting out there. Underneath it is the Queen of Pentacles. This is about care of your democracy. Project 2025 is not about democracy. It's about, mama taking care of you and telling you what to do. It's a very authoritarian, if not bordering on fascist type of a plan. They want to get rid of government workers that don't support dear leader. That's fascism, folks. So sorry, but if you didn't think that the leopard was going to eat your face, guess what? The leopard's there. And you need to be more careful with votes. In the past, you got the Five of Wands, the Hillbilly Brawl card. Yeah, in the past, just all the chaos that Trump sows. Whether it's in the election cycle or whether he's president, he's just going out there and he's swinging his stick at everything, and it's crazy. This is kind of what's going on in the court system right now. There is so much going on that's being litigated now. It's the process for bringing a lawsuit takes time. And in the meantime, Trump's got his little minions out there creating all sorts of havoc. Current energy is the Ace of Wands. New actions being taken. This is, as far as the effing around and finding out crowd, they're starting to see these actions that are being taken. This is also the establishment starting to push and fight back. Overarching energy is the Seven of Swords. Yeah, they're making off with your rights. They're making off with things of value, things that are valuable to you while you're sleeping. You need to be vigilant. Vigilantes.
Vigilantes.
You need to be vigilant. You got to be on your guard. Otherwise, you're going to lose things. This is, once again, I didn't think the leopard was going to eat my face. I didn't think he was going to steal my stuff.
Exactly. There you go.
Taken away, right? Take away their freedoms, not mine.
Right.
The lesson to be learned is the magician. Trump, he manifests things. He makes stuff up as he goes along, and he manifests things. So he's creating the future that he said he was going to create.
And you helped create it.
And you,
supporting it
with your votes, helped create that. Exactly. You shouldn't be surprised. This is what you voted for. And the oligarchs are very happy with you. It really irks me that they have co-opted that card. The outcome is the Nine of Cups. Hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. You have completely fulfilled wishes, but they aren't the ones you thought were being fulfilled. They weren't your wishes. They're Trump's wishes. They're Project 2025's wishes.
Yep. This is what you wanted. This is what you wished for. You get, as they say, be careful what you wish for. You may get it. You got it. Congratulations.
It's like the monkey.
Yeah, exactly. The monkey paw is something that grants wishes, but it can be rather literal, or the wishes, what you intend is not necessarily what you get.
Yeah.
You may just say, I want to live forever, but you didn't ask for eternal youth. You just asked to live forever.
Yep.
Imagine what you might look like 1,000 years from now, how brittle your bones might be. You got no teeth left. You can't see. You can't hear. You're just on the ground existing and wishing that you didn't have to suffer very much. Everything hurts. Wishing you didn't have to suffer anymore. But hey, you got eternal life. It's exactly what you wished for.
That's right. All right. What's the future look like for the monkey's paw?
The future for the F around and find out crowd. They get to live with the consequences of their choices. And Gary and I have discussed this. Michelle and I have discussed it too. That the Democrats for decades have been saving people from themselves, their worst selves. They keep stepping in like somebody in a bad relationship, trying to save the person from their consequences of their worst behaviors. And now it looks like they may get to experience the consequences of their worst behaviors. Hit rock bottom. They need to hit it so hard that they're concussed. They've got ruptured organs and broken bones. And when they go to the doctor and they try and pay with the Affordable Care Act, they find out that Obamacare got eliminated, and that, oh, by the way, that's the Affordable Care Act. You room temperature piece of tapioca.
Yeah.
You have no insurance. Go start a GoFundMe. Maybe you'll be able to pay your medical bills.
Absolutely.
And meanwhile, go out in the street because this hospital bed's for paying customers only.
Yep.
Okay, so what's the future?
What's the future like?
The leopard ate my face crowd.
I can hardly see those cards. You should make them bigger.
Yes, yeah. Let's see if I remove you. Good. Gary's not been removed from the chat. You can't even hear me. That's a mere echo, I assure you. This is the life you wished for. Congratulations. What's the problem? It's not the life that this is the monkey's paw. It's like, okay, this is the unexpected consequences of your desires. Maybe they get everything they want. I don't think they do, but maybe they get everything they want. But it's going to come with consequences. And a lot of it's going to be, you have the values you've chosen, but there's monetary consequences. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. And got this from Lena as well. This fence hedge here, there's a gateway here. If you don't learn your lesson, you're bound to repeat it. This is one of those things where they keep voting for family values, and they finally have succeeded, and now they get to face the consequences of it. We should not need to repeat this if they learn their lesson. Passed as a King of Cups, the vilification of Joe Biden, but to me, this is more playing on people's emotions.
Yep.
Fear and anxieties and stuff like that, and they alone can fix it. And now the current situation is death card. They voted on their emotions, and now their way of life, the things that they enjoy doing, are coming to a close. Those emotions are now getting trampled on, and they're left wondering, what the hell just happened? This is not what I voted for. It's a new day. A brave new world has come in, and they get to live in their brave new world. They found out. F around to find out card. They don't like this card. Came up a couple of our first reading on this one that went up on Monday. The lesson to be learned is they're watching their lifestyle. They're poor. The fun things that they have aren't as fun anymore. This is just kind of their rights are being diminished. Their rights are being taken away. They wanted it to be for other people. But we're all in the same ship. Whether you're in the first class cabin or in the hull with the next to the bilge, guess what? The seas are rocky for everybody. Obviously, if you're super wealthy, you're in a helicopter. You're not even on this ship. You're flying above it. But for everybody else, we're all in the same boat together. You wanted to rock it? Okay, you rocked it. How much more do you want it rocked? Outcome is Project 2025. You made these choices, and you're going to live with the consequences of those choices. With just a clarifier for Project 2025 here, it literally is they weren't going to learn until Project 2025 was out there, and because they're not. The Empress is about asking questions and getting the answers. They were never intellectually curious enough to ask the questions, to challenge what was being told to them, to question that authority, because conservatives don't like people questioning authority. Authority should just be obeyed, obeyed in advance. Don't question God. Don't question dear leader. Just obey what dear leader tells you, and everything will be fine. It's not going to be fine. They're going to find out. It's just going to take a while for things to manifest in there. They're going to get to lay in the bed that they've made.
Yeah, the High Priestess card is, if you ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers. So it's kind of that, don't just bend to the authoritarianism, do what you're told. You need to question it.
But understand that the one thing that the MAGA cult, amongst others, have is blind loyalty. And if you look at people that are conservative bent, they don't like gray. They like black and white. They like it very binary, right and wrong, left, right, black, white, that type of thing. And what you can, if you don't have a lot to give, what you can give is your blind faith, your undying loyalty. But again, religions take advantage of that. So don't question this book. Just do what we tell you to. And it's like, anybody who questions it is a rhino. They don't pass the purity test. So you just back whatever the leaders say, you just back it 100%, because that's what they have to offer. And had they questioned it, had they challenged Project 2025 and what it was, maybe they would have understood that's something that they don't want. But because they didn't, now they get to live the consequences of it.
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm going to do one more follow-up, just a little four-carder. in the 2026 election cycle, will there be enough people who found out that
to overcome the cheating and the vote swapping and everything else?
Yes, that. Okay. Okay. Foundation is the Seven of Wands. I didn't think the leopard was going to eat my face. Why are you all attacking me? Oh. Let's see. Keeping a Queen of Cups, keeping a lid on your emotions, which is funny because they were okay with the King of Cups owning the libs, but now they're having to defend their position, their ignorance, and trying to keep a lid on their emotions. You got the Six of Swords moving out of turbulent waters to calmer shores. This is people transitioning away from that low energy. Page of Pentacles. It's a start of an appreciation of your values and your rights and maybe your vote and your democracy. And underneath it, Death card, the end of a cycle. I would say that there's going to be, right now, the way the energy is reading is, there's going to be a shift. They're
going to walk away. Yeah, it's moving away. They're not going to be so loud and proud about it.
Yeah,
it's going to be kind of like I'm a patriot. Then they go in there and they don't vote for the red candidate. They vote for the blue candidate.
Yeah, for me, it's more. It's similar. They're not going to spout the rhetoric quite as. They're not going to be as vocal with the rhetoric. Yeah, they may still think, well, I still really value this issue, but they're going to start appreciating that the monkey's paw's in play, and that, well, yeah, but there's a whole host of other bad things that can happen if I don't have a broader perspective, and if I don't get caught up in my emotional whirlwind of rhetoric that's being just spouted out there by corporate media.
Yep, it's going to have to be led by the women. I didn't think it was going to be a problem when they started taking away women's rights with the Roe v. Wade decision, but apparently a lot of white women voted for the Republicans, at least according to the exit returns. So, maybe the elimination of diversity, equity, and inclusion policies, which greatly impact women in the workplace as well as veterans, maybe that'll do it. But wonder what other rights they have to take away from women in order to get them to step up.
Yeah,
I'm saying conservative women, not just women in general. Conservative women.
Yes, thank you. I was going to point that out. I was going to go there. I think that's all I got.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. Do appreciate it.
Absolutely. If you like these videos, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. We have a new video coming out every night at midnight. And leave a comment. I read them all. And I wanted to thank a couple more people who leave comments.
Oh, you're such a brown noser.
Well, you're going to like the first person on the list, Blind Squirrel.
To which we say, welcome. You're part of the family. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut.
That's right. We got Clearfield 2009. I always recognize the emoticon for Clearfield 2009.
It's a secret MAGA person. Don't believe anything.
No, those are not.
I suspect Clearfield has an alternate way of looking at things.
And of course, the ever famous Libby from Meister Tarot, who is
and we got Libby raking in the do-re-mi. She's raking in the subs and the views, and boy, once upon a time, I almost kind of kept up with her with the amount of videos being produced on a weekly basis. Good Lord, that woman is absolute machine cranking stuff out.
Libby. When I grow up, I want to be like Libby, right? A couple more. Fallon 3136.
Oh shoot! You caught me in mid shuffle.
Ooh,
the world.
It makes
very international person.
Absolutely. Rose Blue. Oh dear.
She's the devil in the red dress. Maybe she's the devil in the blue dress.
And then the final one for today, Sid He Dances, who always sticks around for the secret card at the end.
And that's because they are special. They're a class above everyone else.
City Dances appreciates the finer things, and then the final thing is, oh my god, it's the same card I pulled in the last video. Do you remember what I pulled last time?
No.
Seven of Swords.
Yes, I mean, yes. God, that felt like Ray and Tom with the puzzle last week's puzzler.
Right. I have no clue. Seven of Swords, folks. Got to stay vigilant. Be aware of what's going on. Don't let them take your rights away from you. And I guess that's appropriate for the F around and find out crowd. They're starting to realize that, yeah, they're taking your stuff away from you. You thought you were okay when they were going to take it away from somebody else, but now they're taking it away from you, and you need to not only fight for your rights, but the rights of the people around you. It's not just people that look like you and sound like you. It's everybody's rights are important. Rant over.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Bye.